art students across 5 undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, spanning pop, classical, jazz and traditional Irish music, drama and technology courses. This building is a creative hotbed of activity. Cross-pollination of disciplines within a building of this calibre can only result in an exciting and inspiring workplace for students and staff alike. Our lecturers are performers and educators of the highest calibre, boasting high-level academic qualifications and impressive professional CVs, reflecting their CDs, reflecting their ongoing experience with some of the biggest names in the industry. We are always looking for ways to connect our students with the industry and to pass on musical and life skills to help our students handle a career in the music business at the highest level. Why study in Cork? Well, Cork is infamous for its high-quality music scene and community spirit amongst its local musicians. With a wealth of top-class live music venues and visiting artists, recording studios, open mic and jam sessions and festivals, it really is the ideal city to begin to forge a career in music. Our in-house concert venues include the Curtis Auditorium, a 400-seat theatre, the Stack Theatre, where we are now, a 120-seat black box theatre, the Recording Studio Live Room. We do some lovely intimate sessions up there. We only have about 30-seat audience, but it's a lovely venue. And the Rory Gallagher Theatre at the Bishopstown campus is a 120-seat theatre. They're all in-house, and we're also connected to the best live music venues in the city, and we take shows out to the gigging and theatre circuits whenever appropriate. Here is a flavour of some of the circus activity. Here's a little bit of the concert promotional materials from both in-house and outside venues. There's a lot. I think last year we had 350 concerts happening in CSM, so there's something happening nearly every day in here. So to the teaching and rehearsal studios available to the students, there are 52 teaching studios in CSM. Most contain Steinway Model B pianos, and our dedicated pop rehearsal rooms contain full backline, drums, keyboard, guitar and bass amps, and a PA system. So to give us a flavour of what happens in these teaching rooms, specifically on our popular instrumental studies, please welcome to the stage a wonderful fourth-year vocalist, Mary Beth O'Mahony, accompanied on piano by Mr. David Hayes, our rhythm ensemble, band ensemble, music direction, lecturer, and all-round legend. So, just to give you a very brief insight, so all of our degree students study popular instrumental studies, which is a 10-credit mandatory module where you get focused tuition on your principal instrument, voice, drums, bass, guitar, or keys. Mary Beth's current lecturer, Trish Rooney, teaches voice and voice sectional classes on the BA. Trish completed her undergraduate and postgraduate degrees in classical flute here at CSM in conjunction with her vocal training, and she went on to undertake a research doctorate in popular vocal education at the Institute of Education in London. There's a lot of education going on there. She was lead vocalist and saxophone player with the function band The Aristocrats for many years. She's a passionate vocal coach and carries out ongoing research in popular music pedagogy and regularly presents at international educational conferences. So Mary Beth is going to sing a piece by Kelly Clarkson called Piece by Piece. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
And all I remember was your back, walking towards the airport, leaving us all in your past. I traveled 1,500 miles to see you. I begged you to want me, but you didn't want to, no. But piece by piece you collected me up off the ground where you abandoned things. Piece by piece you filled the holes that you burned in me at 6 years old. And you know he'll never walk away, he'll never ask for money, he takes care of me, he loves me. Piece by piece he'll restore my faith that a man can be kind and a father should stay. And all of you everything of myself, but now you wanna come back. But your love isn't free, it has to be earned. Back then I didn't have anything you needed, so I was worthless. But piece by piece you collected me up off the ground where you abandoned things. Piece by piece you fill the holes that you burned in me at 6 years old. You know he'll never walk away, he'll never ask for money, he takes care of me, he loves me. Piece by piece he'll restore my faith that a man can be kind and a father should stay. Piece by piece, oh. And piece by piece I fell far from the tree. He will never love her like you love me. She will never have to wonder her worth, because unlike you I'm gonna put her first. You know he'll never walk away, he'll never break her heart, he'll take care of me, he loves me. Piece by piece he'll restore my faith that a man can be kind and a father should stay.
Thank you. What do you reckon? Goosebumps every time, Mary Beth. She's running off. She's going to do an acoustic setup with her She Said band members. They're doing a vocal and piano outfit in the foyer for a half an hour now of the band she regularly gigs with around the city, She Said. Thank you so much to Mary Beth. So, to our technology facilities. This is not my department. Anyone who was in here at 1 minute to 11:30 would know that. Our recording studio is of the highest tech spec. You can have a look upstairs. Hugh McCarthy, our lecturer, is going to be in the recording suite for the afternoon. Go and check out the state-of-the-art live room, control room, and electronic music studios that are in use and available to students right throughout the degree here. I'm going to play a piece that one of our pop degree students submitted as a technology project. Our students spend lots of time in the recording suite, as it is a mandatory module until the final year of the degree, and they really do produce some top-class recording and audio project material. To give you an example of this, here's a recording of a song called I Never Knew. It's an original song written, performed, produced, and even recorded by Patrick Lucy with his band Paper Trail. This is called I Never Knew. That should be coming out. Here we go. So that's a sample of the quality of work that the pop degree students are doing up in the technology labs. This tune will be actually set up in the control room upstairs, so you can have a go at the faders and you can see what it looks like to have all the tracks separated out, so you can have a listen again and meet Hugh McCarthy, our technology lecturer up there. So moving on to industry connections that we have here, we pride ourselves here at the Cork School of Music on being an integrated and important part of the music scene here in Cork and at a national and international level. Our connections are long-standing and we regularly welcome top-class artists to CSM in a performing and educating capacity. Our current artist in residence is Mr. Ash Sohan. Ash is a prolific session drummer who has worked with the likes of Adele, Robbie Williams, CeeLo Green, Celine Dion, Take That, and many others. Ash performs regular masterclasses here, and I think he loves drums almost as much as our drum lecturer, Mr. Fiona Kellicoin. Fiona's our resident photographer for the day, and I can see him trying to concentrate really hard and taking anything other than a drum kit in his focus. So I just have a few snaps of some recent in-house productions and masterclasses that were given by, we can see Justin Vernon of Bon Iver, we can see Bryce and Aaron Desner giving a masterclass in the studio, and we can also see Paul Turner of Jamiroquai down there. So just a taste of the connections we have here at the school. So, career pathways. This one always comes up at the info session. What career pathways are available to our graduates? So the following list is by no means exhaustive, but we do aim to prepare our students for careers such as band session musician, recording artist, songwriter, arranger, musical director, producer, sound technician, engineer, music educator, music therapist, and music management. And obviously the list continues. And with a base degree, postgraduate options are varied and many, if you complete your degree here also. Entry requirements, another big one. We have full details of the entry requirements in the booklets that we have handed out. There are a few more at the desk here with the lovely Anya, so if you don't have one, grab one on the way out. That booklet has sample papers and audition guidelines, which you should have. So with most music degree courses, it is a restricted entry course. This means that in addition to your Leaving Cert 600 points, you are marked out of a further 600 points here at the BAPM entrance test at the school. These marks are added together, and last year the entry points ranged from 650 to 950 points. Each instrument has a separate CAO application, so voice, bass, drums, keys and guitar have separate CAO codes and auditions. So, as you can see, all the courses were above 600 points, so there's no way out of the Leaving Cert, I'm afraid. Both your Leaving Cert and the entrance test have failure thresholds, so you cannot choose one or the other, unfortunately. So you apply as normal through the CAO before the 1st of February, and our auditions are held here in April, next year between the 14th and 16th of April 2018. Our audition here is broken down into 600 points, with the audition being 250 points. That's a performance of two contrasting songs or pieces. The oral test is 100 points. That's simple ear tests and rhythm clapback. Again, there's samples in the booklet. And there's an interview for 100 points. We want to see focused and prepared candidates with a genuine motivation to engage with this full-time, highly intensive Level 8 degree course. So the interview, oral test and audition happen together with the instrumental lecturers on the panel. Then there's a separate written test that happens normally on the same day. That's worth 150 points, and there's a written paper as per the sample in the booklet. We use the Leaving Cert music as a guide here, standard-wise. So that all happens in April. You'll be sent a letter with your CSM entry points, your audition points in the summertime, but places are not offered until the Leaving Cert results are out and the points have been combined and ranked by the CAO. This happens through the CAO, and we're not responsible for this. So please bear in mind that our ranking here, the audition part, is only half the battle. We are always surprised with how the ranking shakes out after the Leaving Cert results. So they really are, your Leaving Cert results are equally as important as your entrance test. Lecture over. Parents, I'll collect the €20 notes on the way out the door there for that little lecture. If anybody here is a mature student, or you want to maybe come into direct entry on the second or third year of the course, there are pathways for this, and you can contact us directly for more information on that. Okay, so just to give you a little overview of what the course itself involves, it's a 4-year Level 8 honours degree course. There are 2 semesters per academic year, 30 credits per semester. All the foundations are covered in year 1 and 2, and then students specialise into their chosen areas of interest in year 3 and 4. The mandatory modules right through the degree, we've popular instrumental studies, as I spoke about, where you get tuition on your principal instrument, drums, bass, guitar, keys and voice. There's popular ensemble workshop, which is split into band ensemble, the likes of which you've seen perform here, and sectional workshops, which we'll hear a little bit later. And they're broken into voice sectionals, so singers work in harmony groups, and instrumental rhythm sections. So those two are separated within the popular ensemble workshop module, in addition to a full band workshop. Those both culminate in public performances each semester. There's contextual harmony, including pop history. There's popular musicianship. Aural and auxiliary instrument is included here. So all students study a second instrument. Keyboard players study drums, and all other instruments study keyboards. And there's also music and technology right through the degree. So one of our mandatory modules is rhythm section, our voice sectional classes. Our next performance is from our 3rd year voice sectional class. So if we could get you guys into place, I think we need a mic move, Eamon, do we? So we'll welcome our singers to the stage. They're going to do an a cappella version of the wonderful Everly Brothers tune, Gone, Gone, Gone. Their lecturer, Anya Whelan, has always been an inspirational singer in my life. She was part of the teaching staff on the music management and sound course at Colossia Stefanefa when I was a student there a few years ago. And she was an inspiration to me in so many ways. Where is she? She's disappeared. One of Ireland's, oh, there she is. And she's lovely. Look at her. She is one of Ireland's most precious vocal talents. Anya is a versatile soloist, a gifted songwriter with an impressive portfolio of recording credits and as session singer, backing vocalist and vocal arranger. She performs regularly with her close harmony group Swingabella and has spent many years touring and recording her own music and with some of the biggest names in the industry. You have all probably heard Anya on the radio and television countless times without even realising, which reflects her always subtle and tasteful brilliance. She has also built up an impressive client list as a vocal coach, and her dedication to education has always tandem with her busy performance schedule. We're very lucky to have Anya as part of the BAPM vocal department. So we'd like to welcome her singers now. They'll sing Gone, 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 which is a song originally written by the Everly Brothers, and this a cappella arrangement by Mark Brymer is based on the version recorded by Alison Krauss and Robert Plant on their 2007 album Raising Sand. Please give it up for Aaron Wills, Clelia Rossi, Lorraine Crowley, Rachel Nolan, Fiona Long, Emma Daly, Alison Ronayne and Shauna Nolan.
Sunny day, baby, when everything seems okay, baby. You wake up and find that you're alone. 'Cause I'll be gone, 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 really gone, 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 because you done me wrong. Everyone's at you, me, baby. As you walk down the street, baby, ask you why you're walking all alone. Why you're on your own. Just say I'm gone, 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 because you done me wrong. Ooh, come on now. If you change your way, baby, you might get me to stay, baby. You better hurry up if you don't wanna be alone, or I'll be gone. Gone, 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 really gone. Gone, 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 because you done me wrong. Done me wrong, no, no. Sunny day, baby, when everything seems okay, baby. You wake up and find that you're alone. 'Cause I'll be gone, 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 really gone, 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 gone. Because you done me wrong, you done me wrong, you done me wrong, you done me wrong.
Thank you so much, guys. How about that? And Alison's running up the stairs. They're all running off to other gigs. So, on to our elective modules. So, in third and fourth year, the students get a chance to specialise in chosen areas of interest. Our most popular elective modules include specialised pop performance, where students devise and realise a concert performance with full artistic control. There's arranging, songwriting, musical direction, lighting and sound design, music therapy, community music, histocultural perspectives, and free choice electives across the entirety of CIT. So students can actually choose any module across the degree courses here, but also in the full CIT spectrum of modules. So there's a lot of choice here. Just to give you a flavour of one of our most popular modules, we're going to hear a songwriter now. Here to showcase our wonderful songwriting talent is Mr. Louis McCormack. Louis is a multi-instrumentalist and a very talented sound technician, and we know we will be proudly following Louis' career as a graduate of the course. Louis is going to perform his original song, Merry Go Round. So enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
This one?
That's not Louis on the TV screens, by the way. He's changed.
Sorry, for the wait.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, here's the tune I wrote called Merry Go Round. I've been around, my feet on the ground. It don't make a sound. They turn like the wheels of a train going round. What have you found? You're on a merry-go-round, a merry-go-round, a merry-go-round. Well, listen to me. I'm the wind in the trees, and if it's make believe, I'm everything everyone else wants to see. And what have you found? You're on a merry-go-round, a merry-go-round, a merry-go-round. Well, I've been around, my feet on the ground. They don't make a sound. They the wheels of a train going around. And what have you found? You're on a merry-go-round. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Louis. Louis's principal instrument is guitar, and he'll be back to play with the rhythm sectionals in a little while. Thank you so much, Louis. Thank you. Okay, so on to another of our elective modules. This is arranging, and in my opinion, one of CSM's most exciting modules. This is offered to both BAPM, BMUS, and BMUS third and fourth year degree students, so it's where all genres, skills and creative talents are melded into many exciting individual pieces of work. Our arranging and keys lecturer, Cormac McCarthy, is an extraordinary musician. He directs the Cork School of Music Jazz Big Band here, and he lectures pianists across the music degree courses. Cormac can't be here today because he's touring with his jazz trad fusion band with Mark Lettieri, of the guitarist of Snarky Puppy fame. And for me, this kind of sums up the breadth of his influences and the height of his talents. From a traditional Irish music upbringing, Cormac studied classical piano right up to degree level, then decided to concentrate on jazz performance and arranging and composition at postgraduate level. He completed a master's in composition at CSM here, and then a master's in arranging and composition at DePaul University in Chicago, where he forged and maintained strong links and further afield in the US also. His debut solo album, Cottage Evolution, was released to great acclaim in 2013 and is played regularly on national radio. Our students get to work with Cormac on arranging, often original compositions for various ensembles, including big band, concert orchestra, and obviously small ensemble work as well. Each semester he puts a session ensemble together so students can hear what their arrangements sound like out of the confines of Sibelius, which is the music notation software, and not the most inspiring, it has to be said. So in these sessions, the best students and lecturers come together to play. It's a very, very special music-making occasion in CSM. So I'm going to play you some sample recordings, which are taken from normally a one-take run-through for the most part. These aren't recorded for performance or play-out for the most part, but they give the students an idea of what they sound like. On these clips, you'll hear graduates Sarah Hickey, John Powell and Ciara O'Toole's arranging work, and they also feature vocalists Sinead Murphy and Dervla McLean. In these recordings, we'll also hear the immense talents of our lecturers who get involved each semester. We can hear Fiona Calicoin, our BAPM drum lecturer, playing drums, Noel Barrett, our bass, history and rhythm section lecturer, playing bass, David Hayes, our keys, band and rhythm ensemble and music direction lecturer on piano, Carl Rooney, the musicianship and band ensemble lecturer, and John O'Connor, our head of department on saxophones and clarinet. Johnny Scott, guitar and band ensemble leader on guitar, and Trish Rooney, voice and voice section leader, is playing flute. So here's a sample. I hope you enjoy it.